So I just want to make this quick video here about Lake Ridden, as you can see in the title. This is a game I wasn't sure about talking about right off the bat, but I think it is worth a mention. If you don't know anything about this, like I didn't, I just jumped into this blind when it dropped earlier in the year. It is first and foremost, a puzzle game. It's got this mysterious adventure, supernatural twist to it as well, but by far and away, this is going to be, for puzzle fans out there. And yeah, so let's just jump right into this. First off, this isn't a brand new game. This was released early 2018 for PC, and I believe it was just, finally released for consoles early in the year. And so it has been out a little bit. What it is, like I said, a puzzle game, but as for the story itself, it's a very simple, small mystery thriller type thing going on. You're looking for your sister who just mysteriously vanishes, and you're on the quest to go see what happened and try to get her back. And while doing that, as you would imagine, weird things start going on. You kind of come to learn other people might have vanished where she did, and your story begins. And you have this mysterious ghost person helping you out along the way. I don't want to tell you the whole story, of course, but that all on its own, as on paper, that sounds like a great premise, and I'm all in. I love that. In the game itself, however, it definitely takes a back seat. It's not that impactful. It never really gets to you. It didn't get to me, at least. And while it's interesting and it keeps you going, it gives you something to sort of work towards, it really is all about the puzzles. They don't just feel like some puzzles you've seen 1,000 times just thrown into this game with this sort of mysterious thing going on. No, they felt true to this world that you're in. These puzzles would exist, and that's the one thing that I think did sort of bring you into the game, where the story couldn't really get me there. The puzzles actually did. So I felt all right, this is a sort of, fantasy world type of thing going on, but, that's pretty cool. That's something I haven't seen. That's something I didn't expect from the game. And so while they were puzzles, they were satisfying as puzzles on their own, they were also satisfying as, story elements and giving you a sort of backstory on, the weird things going on around this place and these woods and all that. And so there was, there was a lot of layers to the puzzles themselves, and each time they got a little bit cooler, a little bit different, and they were just not always they weren't just the same thing over and over and over again. That would have been really boring. Now, my biggest problems with the game, like I said, the story definitely takes a backseat, which I would have been fine with, but also it was just the environment. The world is, for the most part, extremely lifeless. You pick up things here and there. You can pick up cups and papers. You can light the candles. You're gonna be lighting a lot of candles if you're into doing every little thing that you can. The problem is, so much of it felt unnecessary. It was just there to just be there. It didn't have a lot of substance to it, and that really that was disappointing for me. I love a good explorable environment, don't get me wrong, but with something like this, where you could spend a lot of time going from room to room, checking out the buildings, and a lot of the woods are explorable, and you could just find yourself doing all that to look for something, because that you feel oh, there's got to be something I'm looking for. They wouldn't just have all this space open for no reason, but it did kind of feel like it was all open for no reason. Aside from that, though, I don't think there's too much else to say. Like I said, I wanted to make this a quick video. My big pro is the puzzles, which the game is all about, so that's a huge plus. My biggest downside is basically everything else. So at the end of that, I would still recommend this. I think it's just if this is a Rotten Tomatoes type of score. I usually don't put ratings on games and all that, but if I had to for this one, I would say it's just making the fresh meter 60%, 6 out of 10. And at $11.99, what I was going into for expectations with all that, it's as much as I really could have hoped for. This could have been a lot more bland and boring. The puzzles could have just been whatever, thrown together, just a forgettable experience. But I don't think this was as forgettable as it really could have been. I'm still thinking back to some of those puzzles and how hard they were, and I had a good time trying to figure them out. So yeah, I think if you're into puzzle games, I think that's the big thing. If you're into puzzles, I think it's worth giving it a shot. If you're not into them, definitely don't, because, well, that's all you're really gonna come across in this game. So yeah, that's all I got for this. If you're still here at the end, thank you so much for watching. If you've played this game already, PC or console, whatever, what did you think about it? I'd love to talk about it in the comments. Hope you're having a really great day out there, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching again, and yeah, later.